say to girls you can have ambition, but not too much. You should aim to be successful, but not too successful. Otherwise, you will threaten the man because I am female. I am expected to aspire to marriage. I am expected to make my life choices, always keeping in mind that marriage is the most important. Now, marriage can be source of joy and love and mutual support. But why do we teach girls to aspire to marriage and we don't teach boys the same? We raise girls to see each other as competitors, not for jobs or for accomplishments, which I think could be a good thing. But for the attention of men, we teach girls that they can't not be sexual beings in the way that boys are. Feminist, the person who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes. Hey, it's me, Miss Rita.
This is Miss D or whatever.
Or whatever. And this is
Signs of a Podcast or whatever.
Welcome. So, Miss D, what is our topic for today?
I wanted to open it up and for our topic. Apparently, it is a Malcolm X quote that Beyonce said in the beginning of one of her songs. Don't quote me on a song. Everybody knows it though, because come on, it's Beyonce. The quote is, "The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman."
I forgot what song that's off of the Sorry album though.
It's one of her songs.
Yeah.
But when I tell you, last year for Black History, sometimes I do this thing on my Instagram and Facebook where I will post Black History facts and, have my followers do a little quiz and stuff. It's been going well for the last couple of years. But I said this in one of my questions, like, who's the most disrespected person in America?
Black woman.
Yeah, but I got pushback from black men. Like, no, that's not right.
Of course. I remember Beyonce stating something like that or using the quote from Malcolm X. But the song I was also thinking of was when she, in Bow Down Bitches or whatever, when she's like, we teach girls to shrink ourselves to make themselves smaller. We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much. You should aim to be successful, but not too successful. Otherwise, you will threaten the man because I am female. I am expected to aspire to marriage. I am expected to make my life choices, always keeping in mind that marriage is the most important. Now, marriage can be source of joy and love and mutual support. But why do we teach girls to aspire to marriage and we don't teach boys the same? We raise girls to see each other as competitors, not for jobs or for accomplishments, which I think could be a good thing. But for the attention of men, we teach girls that they can't not be sexual beings in the way that boys are. Feminist, the person who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes.
Damn.
You like that shit?
Damn. Hold on.
Thanks, B.
Damn. She did that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Whew, I felt that.
It's right. I always feel like that. And I it's like, cause it's relatable.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is, I be talking to my male friends sometimes and, they say that like, oh, you should talk like this more. You should walk like this more. You should do this more. So you could appeal to a man. And it's like, once again, my life accomplishment is not to get a man. And I was talking to you about this before. My life accomplishment is not to get a man. I just feel like there's more to life than, belittle yourself or shrink yourself down to be appealing to a man. I feel like any man that is for me is going to let me be me and not want me to, shrink my personality and who I am.
Right. I feel like when my man, he should just love all of me.
Right.
It shouldn't be, oh, well, maybe you should just do this or maybe you should not do that. You should take me all, flaws and all, everything about me. Love me in every way possible. You're supposed to love me from my head to my toes, from the inside to the out. Love me that
exactly.
way. I shouldn't have to conform to fit into your world.
Exactly. So yeah, so back to what I was saying before, the the topic I gave was, who's the most disrespected person in America, and this guy that I respect pretty much shocked me because he was like, no, the correct answer was obviously black woman, but it was the choices were black women, black men, people with disability, and the LGBT
I
community.
remember that question, Miss D.
Yes,
I actually answered, and I actually answered the black man.
you did.
I think I did. Yeah.
How come?
I feel like both have their struggles sometimes. When it comes to it, I feel like not enough women are protecting our black men, but it's more black men not protecting our black woman. I feel like, you'll have a black woman and she'll be right there on your side no matter what through thick and thin. But then y'all choose a opposite race and just be like, oh, they're more appealing because they listen and they just, they're not problematic.
So I'm going to push back a little bit because when you say disrespected and you say incarcerated or you say murdered or you say discriminated against, what I'm saying? Those are different words. See, we're just saying disrespect, right?
Mm.
If you want, I could, let's go into the
Would you
definition.
elaborate?
Yeah, no, let's go into the definition. Let's go into the definition of what disrespect is because I just want to be clear. The definition of disrespect. All right, guys. The definition of disrespect is lack of respect or courtesy, obviously. Show a lack of respect or insult. And I could extend it and it just tells me the Latin word or whatever. So I personally don't think that black men are as disrespected. If it does become disrespect, then I feel like it does go to violence because men in general have this ego, this masculine testosterone. So just like not a lot of men are going around being disrespectful as like what I'm thinking to other men. So yeah, are they being incarcerated at a great rate? Of course. Are they being discriminated against at a large rate? Of course. Are they being beat and killed by the police? Of course. But it's like, I wouldn't, like, that's not what we mean. See, when I say the black woman is the most disrespected person in America, and then you as a black man rebuttal me because of the police killings or the shootings or the violence, that is just like you saying all lives matter to my black lives matter. That is not me saying that you're not disrespected. That's not me saying that you're not going through a struggle. We're saying that black women are the most disrespected person in America. So it's not a competition. Once again, it's not a competition of who's more disrespected. I don't want to be. I tell you right now, I don't want to win that battle. I don't want to win that battle. So that's what I mean. Like, don't come to us. Oh, but black men, no. Okay, I understand that, but don't take away from the fact that we are the most disrespected. We are taught, be pretty, do this, do that to appeal to a man. This is not the 1940s.
Right, and I think the quote too that stood out is, why don't we teach our sons that also?
Right.
Like, a lot of you guys are just assholes and just feel like you are God's gift to women. Why do you guys feel that way?
Here, question, viewers. Why do you feel like you're greater than God's gift to woman? Insert question here.
Like she said, we're not trying to take from the black man. We're not trying to take from any other race either. We are black women and we can only just speak on who we are.
So, Miss Rita.
Let's do.
Where do you feel the most disrespected, by the way, when it comes to, feeling disrespected in America? What area or what setting do you feel the most disrespected?
I feel disrespected at work. Just being a woman in the industry that I am. A lot of guys just like, oh, that's a man's job or whatever. And it's like, I do take on a lot of manly jobs or whatever. I like the challenge. And I feel like what a man can do, a woman can do also. and I shouldn't be downplayed because I choose that type of feel. I also feel, you know, disrespect as just being a single black mother. Um, it's like, oh well, you chose wrong or whatever. It's like we're never taking accountability for the man. It's like it's always her fault. She shouldn't have laid down with her. She shouldn't have did this. She shouldn't have did that. It's like at the end of the day, it takes a man's nut to make the egg or whatever, not to make the egg, but to impregnate a woman. Like we can't do that by ourselves. It's just like, yeah, I'm responsible on my behalf, but take responsibility on your behalf also. Like you don't want nothing. And it was something else, but I forgot.
What fields have you been in that were male dominated that you felt disrespected in?
Electrical, truck driving.
That's about it, right?
Yeah.
And
of course, even us just being trying to start a podcast business.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that this is like a lot of men who does this stuff, right?
Yeah, it's a male dominated field again. Like, why do y'all think I could just say with that? You know what I'm saying? And I can't talk back. It's like men feel like women should just be weak, timid, quiet, uneducated. Like, and that's just my opinion. It's like, why do you feel like I should just be so, small and out the way? Like, what's the issue with that?
And why does my feminine side has to be questioned because I choose to do what I choose to do?
Child, listen, and a lot of people call me masculine for whatever reason. I'm sure y'all got a list out there. It's like, I never, ever, ever listen to any of that because at the end of the day, I'm a woman. There's nothing masculine about me. They say, oh, you want to make money and provide for your child. That is masculine. You want things to be fixed in your house. You want blinds in your windows and you put them up yourself. Masculine. You want your bed to be put together and not wait for a man. Masculine. Like they call me masculine for just living everyday life. And I really can't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
don't get it.
I don't get it.
It's like it's no winning. It's like damn if we do, damn if we don't.
Yeah, so
all I want is, my men to support me. Just support me.
Who
Whatever
I
decision
am.
I make. Like if I chose to go out and work on the goddamn railroads or something, just support me. That's all I'm asking. Support me.
So like,
and it doesn't take from me being feminine because I'm still get my nails done. I'm still get my tools done. I love getting my hair done or whatever. I'm just not that much into makeup, but yeah.
When it comes to, let's get into it. When it comes to the Megan situation, okay, it's just like people were upset that this man was, I guess, charged, convicted, whatever, over, they say a he say, she said. When I tell you, people were calling my phone enraged about, and they wanted to know what I had to say. Of course, they wanted to know exactly what I had to say. But when I said what I said, they were enraged. Like, you guys are going against evidence. You know what I'm saying? And eyewitness accounts and trying to flip it. It could never be, okay, you know what? He probably did do that. I could see that. It's like y'all tore this woman down online. You tore this woman down, tore this woman down. And it's not one time you heard, hey, she hit him. Hey, she threatened him. She probably called him a couple bitch ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? Told, hurt his ego. And I understand that. I understand that's hurtful. And women use their words to hurt people. I get it. But, if we don't use our words, you get mad when we start swinging. So once again, no winning. So it's just like, there was evidence that supported what she was saying. There's eyewitness accounts that supported what she was saying. This woman had a whole wound in her foot and you guys were saying, oh, she wasn't shot. She wasn't shot. And that
medical
really,
paperwork and all that.
Yeah. Doctors and everything. And just like, it really took me back. Cause I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the way they were in court, just pandering to your misogynistic side and just pandering, and y'all ate it up. like a couple of weirdos with no mind of your own. Don't let me get started. I'm gonna get on the Kevin Jordan in a second. But it's like, y'all have no minds of your own. You guys are misogynistic, and it's time to take accountability for that. You know what I'm saying? This man, you know, I'm not going to say, he 100%. Come on. He got convicted. There's evidence. Well, how am I not going to say it's not 100%?
Right. It takes 13 people to make a decision, a juror. Everyone is not going to come up with the same,
but it has to be unanimous. All the jurors have to be unanimous.
It's unanimous, and everyone is not going to have the same vote. Like, yeah, it could be 6 people saying, "Hey, yep, you know what? I believe this," or whatever, and then their reasonings for why it could be totally different. It could have been 7 people, and then it could take some persuading to convince or whatever. Because of course, it was like, how long?
It was like a day and a half, I think.
It was like 2 weeks.
No. It was like a day and a half, I believe. I was following it very closely. I'm talking about transcripts and everything.
But at the end of the day, the evidence was there.
Yes, it was. And it's just like for people to be so enraged. And like, there was a guy or 2 that called me and they were like, I understand this might be circumstantial. He said, but there's a lot of he say, she say going on in the case. And there's a lot of circumstantial evidence that is not concrete. And he said, that makes him afraid as a black man in America that they will put you away for anything. But to be clear, they've been doing that. Okay. They've been doing that. But nevertheless, you cannot you cannot shy away from the concrete evidence that there was. You cannot shy away from the witness accounts that there were. You cannot shy away from, gun residue. Yeah, there you go. Gunpowder residue. They said it was inconclusive. They didn't say it wasn't on him. You guys got to listen with your ears. So it's just like,
she was doing shit at the end of the day.
No, what
like that remark was about me when she made that video. But
how that gotta do it? You know what? We talk about that later. But you gotta listen with your ears. Like, that man, they said it was inconclusive. You don't know what that means. How about you Google it instead of saying it wasn't on him? At the end of the day, that man was in a chlorine all day. Things happened, whatever. The gunpowder expert came on there, but whatever was said was not going to be enough for you guys. Okay? It was not going to be enough for you guys because you just know it's a black man against a black woman in court. And guess what? When it comes to stuff like that, when it comes to domestic violence, you guys don't take it serious. And you expected that man to walk out scot-free because you're used to the system not protecting us.
No. The problem is that they want to live by this street code, no snitching and this, that, and the third. That's what it all boils down to, if you ask me. They feel like she should have just go ahead and got shot and not said anything about it.
No, that's a man's game. Okay, that is a man's game. Just like when people be like, oh, why you call cops? That's a man's game not to call the cops. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and get your beef back or whatever. Bitches ain't out here popping, shoot. Oh yeah, you wanted to hit me, nigga?
At least not me, because I'm not no gangster.
No, but it's plenty of, most women are not like that. Yeah. That is, I don't know, that might be the real masculine women that y'all talking about, but most women are not out here like trying to get their lick back on a guy. Most of them. And the best they will do it is by hurting you emotionally or something like that. That's where our mouths come in, because we're not trying to go toe to toe physically with a guy, to be honest. There's women out there, baby. I heard there's women out there, but for the most part, like, women don't really like be trying to beat up guys. It just doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah. Once again, like, if I'm at a point in life where it's just like, I'm not doing no arguing or talking. I just feel like if I'm coming at you and I'm expressing to you how I feel, I want you to listen
with your ears
and take into consideration on what I'm saying. And I feel like the problem is sometimes that everybody don't comprehend what you're saying, and they fast to respond to something based off of what you said. Even if I might say it in a uptone voice, it's not me yelling or whatever at you. It's me being passionate about what I'm saying and trying to get my point across, because I feel like I'm not being heard.
It's just like, once again, the Chris Brown situation. I'm bringing it up again because it was just like, this man is flourishing in his career, and I'm not saying that you should take away his eating, the way he feeds his family. I'm not saying that. And then it's like, the baby done punched plenty of bitches. He done punched plenty of bitches and smacked plenty of bitches during his situation. But as soon as he said something about LGBTQ, this is why I fucks with Dave Chappelle. He shot a man in Walmart. I think that man passed. Okay, shot him in Walmart. A black man. Nothing happened to his career. He done slapped all these bitches. The baby. He done slapped all these bitches throughout his tour. Went to every other city and slapped a bitch and punched a bitch in the face, and nothing happened to his career. And it was just like, that's what I mean.
Something. The baby, you don't hear much about the baby. He is facing a lot of.
Oh, listen, I'm saying now he is because of that time where he
said something about the
LG. That is what I'm saying. So they didn't try to end his career because he's punching bitches in the face.
The black woman want to be protected as much as you protect that LGBT community.
Yes.
No shots thrown at you guys. No offense. We love you. I got some friends that's in that community. So it's no disrespect to y'all. I just want to be just as protected.
No, seriously. Like, y'all go in. Y'all ready to cancel networks, Netflix, all types of shit. People be ready to cancel, like, TV networks, Netflix, my favorite, Hulu. They be ready to cancel anything when it comes to the LGBT community. But when it comes to black women, it's like, we're quiet. Come on. The freaking R. Kelly saga. The R. Kelly saga. It went on for 30 years. These women over and over and over again is telling you that this man has abused them. And it took.
I'm not even going to speak on the R. Kelly because I feel like, let's not even touch base on it.
No, I want to touch it on it.
No, I don't think we should.
Why?
Because I feel like, once again, everybody wasn't taking accountability.
I agree with that
situation for their actions.
I agree with that. No, I agree with it. It's like, but there's two sides to it. I'll tell you the two sides. The two sides to this is, for one, these women for a long time have been saying that something is wrong, and the signs has been there, and this man went to court multiple times and got off multiple times. He felt invincible. Okay, that is one side to it, that he actually did, maybe, I don't want to call it abuse, but he indulged in activities with minors that he should not have.
That their parents allowed.
You're right.
All because of the simple fact that he had money and they thought that they was going to get ahead in a career. When that didn't happen, all of a sudden everyone wants to speak out.
Right.
So
there's two, like I said, and that's the second side of it, is 100% I believe the parents should go down. 100% I believe that was wrong what they did. Like, the lady's text messages, came out some time ago or whatever, and she's like coaching her daughter, kiss him on the neck or whatever she was saying, like, do this to him, do that to him, you gotta entice him, be sexy, whatever she was saying. That's fucked up. But that's, again, a mother not protecting her black daughter. That's still, in the same sense, we're not being protected.
All of them black?
Most of them were black, and if they were not black, you had a brown woman. I believe she was Hispanic of some sort. Mm-hmm. There might have been one Caucasian female in the beginning, but she said she didn't have any issues. She didn't have any issues. She didn't have any. He didn't treat her that way. Nothing. Once again, you see how that goes? Wow.
Let's talk about R. Kelly. Who the main person we should be talking about is the guy who started so much debate back and forth, which is Kevin Samuels,
the late, R.I.P. to him. I don't want anything I'm saying here to come off as disrespect. This is simply how I feel. Okay.
Mind you, I did not really watch much of his interviews, but Miss D had brought it to my attention, and she was really appalled by him. So,
I've been appalled.
Yes.
For a long time.
I don't think, and once again, it's like, I feel like he's going to do and say what he's going to do. At the end of the day, he got paid for it. So why not say what you want to say? It's the people or the guys who supported him and was standing behind him on the stuff that he was saying. But go ahead, Miss D. Go ahead and take the mic.
It was more so how people were receiving it, like she said. So it's like, I understand there are some people out here that may do things for shock value, or they might do things, based on what their viewers or their listeners want to hear or see or whatever the case may be. I heard a lot of men say, oh, well, these black women called in. It's their fault, of course. They called in. They said da 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 da. It's like, no, at the end of the day, once again, no disrespect to him, but I am going to say whatever the fuck I want to say about this topic, because it's not my fault. It's not my fault we started this podcast after the fact. So I'm going to say what I got to say. So here's the thing. Got this man coming on here. At first, to my knowledge, he was talking to black men about how to be better. And then, of course, he said things in between episodes about how black men should, dress better, talk better, look better, smell better, whatever, to get the woman they want. Given game and all that. There's nothing wrong with that. I support that part of it. See, where we get an issue with is not that, there's some conversations where it was very genuine where he would have with a black woman, but the light that he painted us in, ultimately was just like, we're super combative, we're less than, what I'm saying? Hispanic women are taking over, white women are taking over, what I'm saying? And we're just somebody's girl's project, but whatever he was saying, we're fat, whatever it was. I'm saying it was just like so many negative things about black women. And then I didn't really hear much negative about other races. And I felt like as a black man with such a large platform, it's like, I get that's what's selling, but that hurt, I guess, the black woman, in my opinion. I'm like on the phone at some points with my male friends screaming like with them, like, and I don't really get like that, but it was just like, we go through enough stereotypes, we go through enough bullshit on a daily basis, and y'all know this. And the fact that you guys were backing this man, sending him money, sending him badges, supporting this man to the T, it was just ridiculous. I mean, there was dumbass motherfuckers following what he said to a T, to the point where, oh, you got to make 100 figures. $100,000, 6 figures. So y'all killed yourselves to make it seem like, oh, I want to get the woman I can. And the whole time, you'll never be the fucking man that a woman wants, like that wants. A ditzy bitch want a man, who's naturally rich, not some guy who never has time for her because he's busting his ass working 8 jobs just to make 6 figures so he can get a woman he wants, but the bitch don't want him. You know what I'm saying? You guys are not using your goddamn head. Use your common sense, okay? So it's just like, y'all went off, with that. I got a lot to say about this. I'm gonna keep going. You know what she do? I got a lot to say about this. So it's like one of the things I've had a lot of late night conversations. So I'm, these men are afraid to get on here to go against Miss D. I don't know why. I don't bite, but I do keep it real, and I'm coming with the action. So it's like at the end of the day, if you felt like, boom, black women are combative, they always argue, and every time I go to a McDonald's or I go to a Burger King or a supermarket or a clothing store, a black woman has attitude. Why she got so much attitude? It's just like, yeah, she may have attitude.
Comment. You know what's funny about that whole saying? Even like black women have attitude, black women are angry, black women are aggressive. You know what I did? With me, I'm a person who's always smiling and always happy. I came across a guy at work one day, and he said to me, "What you always happy for? What you always smiling for?" And I was taken back by it because it's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Why am I always smiling? Why am I always happy?" Or whatever. Another time is when, of course I'm asking for assistance at work. Oh, you being Joe Isha, you're being hype, you're flirting and stuff like that. I'm being hype and flirting because I kindly, politely ask for assistance. But the thing is that when you see us acting like that, you want to say that we're flirtatious and we're, being promiscuous or whatever. And then you judge us based off of that. But then when we're angry or walking around with a frown on our face, now we get this label that we're angry. So it's once again, it's no winning for us. Like, cause damn if you do, and damn if you don't.
So I said to this guy, he's like, we're so angry every time he goes to a supermarket or whatever.
Here's their word, angry.
So I said, why do you think we're angry? Oh, I don't know. I said, do you think it's possible because we're oppressed? Yeah, we all oppressed. We're all oppressed. No, It's a different kind of oppression. But as a black people together, we are all oppressed, yes. So first of all, just you saying yes, we're all oppressed lets me know you should have fucking knew. You know what I'm saying? You should understand as a black man why I'm oppressed, why I'm angry. You've watched your mom go through it. You've watched your father go through stuff. You watch your sister go through it. And you're wondering why the average black woman is angry or oppressed. Okay. We have a fucking reason. I'll get into that later. So what it is I would say that a woman that is oppressed, no matter their race, a woman that is poor in poverty, no matter their race, is naturally going to be angry. Why? She doesn't have what she needs. Her freaking child ran out of Pampers. She don't got money. She got to fuck with this guy to get, to sell that little coochie hole and go ahead to pay for these diapers. You mean her daughter don't got no milk for the cereal in the morning? How's she going to have breakfast? There's plenty of things a poor person plenty of reasons a poor person has to be oppressed about. So, I mean, okay, you take the poverty out of it and wonder why is a black woman oppressed that is not in poverty?
Because she's not treated equally.
Listen, I'll tell you why I'm angry.
Tell him, Miss Dee.
I'll tell you why I'm angry. To be very clear, I am not always upset or angry or whatever. I would kindly prefer if I could stay the fuck out of your way and you stay the fuck out of my way. I don't trust people. I have trust issues, so I don't want to be around people. But here's why I'm angry. I'm angry because a child just called me mom, 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 1,500 times. She just called me mom 1,500 times and I'm tired. I just got off of work. I work overnight shift and she called me 1,500 times, 8 o'clock in the morning when I'm just getting off. Okay. I'm angry because of that. I'm angry because there's nobody else here that she could possibly bother as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Her father is absent. Yes, he's in her life, but he is absent from the household. Why is he absent from the household? You know what I'm saying? We had our disagreements, our issues, whatever the case may be. We don't have to get into that right now. Okay. But he's absent from the household. There's nobody helping me with this child. Why am I angry? People at my job are fucking irritating me. Okay. They're looking at me every day like, oh, you can't put that landing gear up. You can't put that landing gear. Oh, you can't grab the fifth wheel handle. It's too hard for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't pull it because it's too hard. Yeah, bitch. Your motherfucking equipment is 25 years old and it has no lubrication. Put some WD-40 on that motherfucker and maybe I could pull the fucking fifth wheel handle. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking at me like I'm crazy because, oh, you're a woman. You're in a male dominated field. Now you can't do your job. No, that's not the case. I do it very well. Okay.
Excellent.
I'm angry.
Probably one of the best out here, but
I'm angry because, my hair doesn't go as I want it to. That's for all black women. I'm angry because, my mother is not the person she needs to be. I'm angry because my father is missing. I'm angry because I had to leave the house at 18 or 17 when I wasn't fucking ready. There's a lot of reasons for black women to be angry, and the list goes on and on and on and on.
I'm angry because I gotta hear, well, you make more money than me, so I shouldn't have to do as much as you do for our child. I'm angry because who can I turn to when shit goes?
Who can I run to?
Yes. Who can I turn to or who can I run to when things aren't going well with me? It's like we don't have a moment. We don't have a space or whatever to just stop and just live in that moment. We got to keep going. We can't say, hey, you know what? Today I don't feel like being a mom. So we got to still do it. When you're sick, when you're not sick, when you're angry, when you're not
tired,
angry,
hungry.
when you're tired, it doesn't stop. But you know what? Who can just get up and go and say, oh, you know what? Damn, this ain't working out for me right now. So I ain't making enough money right now. Oh, I got other kids. I got this problem. I got that problem. So, I'm going to just go ahead and, I'll be back in a couple of years.
And it's like, I hate when people say, you pick that guy. You pick that guy. Let's fucking talk about that for a second, please. These men are liars. Okay. Cheaters, abusers, whores, whatever you want to call them. So the man I met in the beginning that I fell in love with was not the man that this ended with. You see, when people are in love, they treat you different from when they despise you or when, things went wrong. So it's like, stop saying it's the person you choose, because if that's the case, there's a whole bunch of people out here that don't have the right baby's mother or the right baby's father, or it's not a good match.
And I don't feel like
people
I chose
change.
wrong. Yeah, I don't feel like I chose wrong. I feel like I chose who at the time I was in love for. I would give my life to. I would lay my life down on the line. I would cross the ocean. I was moving mountains for that particular individual. Okay, yes, granted we didn't work out, but that doesn't make me regret meeting him. He showed me who I was, or he helped me be the woman I am today. I'm sorry, that's what I should say. It was good when it was good. It was hard when it was hard. We worked it out when we could work it out. And when it was like time to end it, it was just ended. That was it. And I don't regret it. So therefore, I'm never going to say, or I chose wrong. I'm not going to take from the fact that once upon a time, I was extremely in love with that particular individual. I ain't there no more.
I feel like, in a way, for my specific situation, it could be worse and it could be a whole lot fucking better. I mean, he is one step up from being the absolute worst, which is no financial support, no emotional support, and no contact. He's one step from being no contact because he barely contacts his child. Okay. And he definitely doesn't provide anything financial. Let's be transparent here. Fuck it. Okay. So my child's father is one step up from that. And people will say all the time, oh, you chose wrong. You chose wrong. You know what I mean? I had a special situation.
No, here's what I think. I feel like the problem is they crucify us for the decision we make at the age when we're so young.
There you go.
Or whatever. At the end of the day, I feel like that's the whole purpose of growing up or becoming adults. You learn. That's the whole purpose of just the human existence. You learn from your mistakes and you move forward. But people always want to say, oh, well, you made a mistake. Oh, you chose wrong. You did this. And it's like, it's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's not a wrong choice. It was at the choice when I was 16, 17, 18, 19. Those choices I thought made sense. Why crucify me now at 30 years old talking something, oh, well, you chose wrong.
I got courted by this man at 17 and 9 months.
Let's be very clear. He took advantage of a young, impressionable young lady who's still trying to figure out her life situation.
Facts.
He took a woman who had trauma and shit like that and made it seem he was the wolf in sheep clothing. That's what it was.
Yeah, so it's like I was 17 and 9 months. I've met him.
It's the 9 months for me. I'm sorry.
Because I was almost 18. I met him when I was 7 years old. Okay, 7 years old. Right after 6, before 8 years old. Yeah, 7. Met him at 7 because he was a cousin's family member on her other side. I'm sure that's a little confusing, but whatever. So he courted me at 17 and a half. I'm still in the foster care system. You know what I'm saying? And it just went from there. I got pregnant at 18. And people who think it's funny when I say I got trapped, I did, because he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to have this person, whatever. And it's like, it's crazy because the toxic masculinity. Like, I met a guy not too long ago. He gonna look at me when I was like around the age of like, oh, I would have got you pregnant too. And it's like, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all do it on purpose.
Older men prey on young girls.
Do. Because
that's crazy.
He's 5 years older than me.
Yeah, you will watch a young girl grow up, call her your family. Oh, that's like my little cousin. That's like my little sister. Oh, I know her mom. I know her dad. And then you will watch her grow and form and stuff like that. And your fucking hormones is the one that hits you. And now you trying to prey on that child.
That's just
At the end of the day, I feel like an 18-year-old is still a child. She's still, she, whatever, is still a child.
And just like that story that we had heard on the internet where the guy was her stepfather and married her.
Exactly.
Remember that?
Yeah, 56 years old, married to 18-year. At the end of the day, child.
That was
That's a
awful.
child. You watch that child grow up
as a baby.
You should feel disgusted with yourself as a human being.
He was with the mother. You know what I mean? You got pictures of a small infant on his lap. They took family photos, and she grew up 18.
Did he date the mom?
Yeah. Yeah, he was her stepfather.
It's like I'm glad I don't have a daughter, but it's like I have a little sister, and it's just like I just gotta just watch out for her and him, because it be you females too. Yep. You females would sit there and be fucking your friends' sons.
I heard that too. I heard of my family member had a neighbor for years, watched his little boy grow up, and then took advantage of him or whatever she did to him, and he was still a small teenager, and she was a grown-ass woman with a house next door.
That happened to my brother. Let's be real.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just like...
It happened to me, too. Let's be real. The disrespect is appalling.
Y'all smiling in these parents' face the whole time wanting to fuck their kid. That's crazy.
Oh, you're going to wait till she's 18, though? Okay, got it.
Oh, so it's okay.
Or you're going to wait till he's... Some of y'all don't even wait till the guy's 18.
Child... I just think it's enough dick in the world. You ain't had to do that. That's what I think. Yeah, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. So, yeah, it's like when it comes to black woman in the Kevin Samuels situation, it's like the way black men were just allowed. To me, it was like you're allowing this man to talk shit about us.
Degrade.
Yeah. Oh, she's too angry. Oh, she's too upset. Oh, she's too combative. Oh, she talked too much. Oh, she want to make all the money. She's masculine. I never heard of masculine women and feminine men before Kevin. I mean, let's be fucking for. I didn't hear of it.
Let's ask the real question about why are majority black women so angry?
We just answered most of it.
No, because guys don't want to take accountability for their action and their part for sometimes the woman being angry or aggressive or having all these trust issues. It'd be some of you guys who sit there and you do a female so dirty or whatever, and then be upset and confused on why she the way she is.
And you whoop her ass, you done cheated on her, you done fucking...
Probably brought her STDs and shit.
Damn. Lie, cheat, steal.
Lie, cheat, steal.
Fuck their mom.
Being gay on the side.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Undercover.
Undercover, brother.
Like, come on, let's be real. So as I feel like certain women, there's a lot of women who should be able to be angry. Why am I angry? Yeah, my man done cheated on me with another goddamn man. I would be angry too.
Why would you put that shitty dick on my coochie hole?
What Miss D said.
No, this is what I said. Whatever I said. Man. Yeah. You said these down low men.
Yes, you better be down low, undercover. You guys be cheating.
Cheaters.
You might beat up on a female.
Hit me out.
Just like sometimes I can see why there are some angry women. It's not by choice. It's because of the circumstances that they're put in.
Did we miss anything, ladies? I want our black women, our black queens, to comment in and let us know, what did we miss? Why are we angry as black women? Because clearly society is confused. You know what I'm saying? We need to unconfuse them. I have a right, to be angry. Like, I don't have a right to disrespect anyone. I agree with that. Even when I am angry, I need to be able to control myself, which I practice on a daily basis. And I encourage everybody to practice that. Even no matter if you're angry or whatever, you control yourself, and be professional. I will say that I'm asking all the black women out there, please be professional. Please. Okay. Please. I ain't going to say, when I pull up the Dunkin' Donuts and I'm trying to get my coffee, okay, I don't need Raquisha. I am me rolling her eyes. What you want?
Her name Raquisha.
That's why she's angry. Why would her mother do that to her? So it's just like, I could understand what people are saying, but at the same time, how about this? How about all women all black women are not so angry. All black women are not so disrespectful. That we're not all uneducated. We're not all unhinged. Okay. Some of us got a little sense to us. So
I'm a so gangster. Like I love romance. Like I'm soft.
hard as nails, nigga. Oh. So it's just like, all right, just like I said, I gave my little speech. Please, let's do better though. Like I'm not gonna say that we're all cool or whatever. We're not all, where Miss D is. Work hard to get where Miss D is. Control yourself. Okay. And the same with the men. Control yourself as well. So we just have to do better as a community. But what I will also say to the black men, like, let's not allow people to disrespect our women like that. I would please, like, you guys are so hard, you're so tough, you this and you that. When they disrespect your block, you ready to go to jail and die for that block. But when it comes to the women, these black women are your sisters, your mothers, your grandmothers. Like, how about you speak up? Have that same energy for when they're disrespecting your block, for when they're disrespecting your black women. We need you, right? We need you to protect us. And protecting black men for black women, it's natural. We're naturally going to protect you guys. Even when I was in my domestic violence situation, and he just whooped my ass and bloodied my nose. The cops came in. I said, listen, hold on. Give us a second. I will get him out and do what I need to do because I don't want you to hurt this man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know plenty of black women are like that, including Megan. You know what? That's why I was able to understand her. It's just like, I don't want you guys to hurt him. At the same time, I still need help and assistance. So it's like, naturally, some black women are protective of black men, and y'all need to do the same. If you knew better, you do better.
I'm Miss Rita.
And I'm Miss D.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Podcasts,
Instagram,
Spotify.
Yes. Google Podcasts,
YouTube. And we are
subscribe.
Can be found. Subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
We can be found at Size of a Pod on all these platforms at SIDESOFITPOD. And this is Size of a Podcast.
Protect black women, and we're out.